Zone 4, the digital altar. Your digital environment is just as physical as your house because you spend just as much time there. Notifications, every red dot is a demand from the system. All of them. You check the app when you choose, not when it summons you. The feed. Who are you following? Unfollow anyone who triggers envy, inadequacy, or outrage. This is not being mean. This is hygiene. The desktop. Is your computer screen a mess of random files? That is visual static. Organize it. A clear screen equals a clear mind. The contact list. Are you still holding on to numbers of people who drain you? Delete them. Holding the contact is holding the energetic cord. This is not about being mean. This is about protection. Protection and plugging the energy leaks. This is about what that's about. What I'm doing here is I'm releasing pages and sections out of my book that I wrote, that I'm publishing soon, which is based on the program that I've developed to exit the system. The Exodus. I'm putting together and building a website currently where I will offer. It's free to join. There are tiers, paid tiers. Also, there's going to be a section on the Sky Watch, watching the spray in the skies. Going to be live weather maps. And I've installed the plane, the aircraft tracker. You can actually track the planes with the tail numbers to the actual spraying. Where all the members, we can talk. We don't have to worry about getting banned or whatever. We can share photos. There's going to be all kinds of different I don't want to go into detail just yet, but I should have at least one group ready by the end of the week. I will be sharing the link in here. I will have my courses in here. The first course is free. That is where you will find the system in your own life, in your own subconscious mind. You will identify it and step outside of it so you can make decisions from the architect. We will not kill the persona. We will put it on PR duty. The persona was making the decisions of the CEO. He is getting demoted, he or she. The architect will be making the decisions after that first class. Will take the seat of the CEO. And then I have the other course, dismantling. It's one thing just to see it. But once it's seen, I give you the tools and we do it together to get rid of it. We don't paint over rust here. Most coaches and classes you take, they paint over the rust. We get rid of it. That's the dismantling. Each course is five lessons. And we will integrate the shadow. That shadow that you were told you couldn't. This behavior in the system was not wanted. So you tucked him in the basement. That is wasted energy. We integrate the shadow we give it a different job. We give it the job of protection. So it protects the architect. What I'm doing in these videos is releasing sections about the first class where you identify. I'm giving us this a snippet of each part of this and identifying the persona, which was created by the system. That's the mask. The architect, the divine blueprint, the original signal that the mask is hiding. That is where we're going to operate from. This community that I'm building, at the paid level, the premium it's only $16 a month. People throw away more than $16 a month. Okay? At $16 a month, anybody that feels like they're awakened or awakening and they want to really step outside of the system, this will be a self-financing system. For $16 a month, anybody you bring in, you will get 20% of their membership, of their $16 goes to you. If you get 100, figure it out. If you are in the VIP level, which I call the architects, the inner circle, these people will pay $33 a month. They will get a seat at the table over lives discussing the future of the group. They will receive 40% of the subscription of anybody they bring into the system. We elevate each other's awakening and consciousness and vibration and our bank accounts simultaneously. This is the Exodus. You don't fight the system, because the system feeds on that negative energy. You can't fight the system. You prove it irrelevant. It's irrelevant. If you're on, we're not discriminate. That's why I'm making this very, very affordable. And you're able to make an income monthly by the people you bring in. You can bring in just enough to pay for your subscription, or bring in enough to make a monthly wage. At $33, you bring in 100 people. That's good. That's a good money. That's a good monthly income. Okay. So it will be self-sustaining. We will have, I have sectors figured out. Of the architects, whoever wants to join and be a part of it, I don't need experts. It doesn't matter. I'll take experts, but I don't need them. We don't need them because the information is there. These sections will be made out, and I don't want people in positions that they don't want to be in. I have a questionnaire that will be going out whenever you join the group. So when you answer these questions, depending on what the answer is, shows you where you're more aligned. In what sector would you be more aligned? If you're an architect, the people that don't want to do that at the $16 subscription, you can just join the group just to get the information. This is going to be a closed community where we don't have to be worried about what we talk about and get banned. I will have lives daily. I will do one-on-ones. I will do whatever. This is not about the money. That's why I'm circulating the money within the group. You get a percentage of everybody you bring into the group. And this is about the knowledge. But I don't want window shoppers. I don't mind somebody coming in and leaving, and you can leave whenever. There's no one saying you have to stay. But I want architects that want to be architects, or that want to really change this world in a positive way. The only way to do that is to make, excuse me, is to make this system irrelevant. Irrelevant, not needed. If you are on Social Security and you worried about the government, of course, you're going to be those you depend on that to live inside their system. The government, I'm sorry, not the government, the system, which is all of it, needs people to need it and to depend on it, or it does not exist. It is corrupt, the whole entire thing, if you haven't seen. The only way to fight it is to deprive it of your energy, to make it irrelevant. If you get people in the group, and you can make enough of a percentage, the way you don't need that government's check anymore. This is the plan. Because we have so many people that are making decisions because they are scared to lose their funding, their monthly. I understand that. It makes it that way on purpose. It has to have people at that level, or Section 8, or whatever it is. It has to have people at that level to exist. We have to have people that are not lazy. You don't fight something by fighting against it, because as long as you are fighting against it, you're putting energy into it. The act of pushing something away is the act of keeping it in your life. To get rid of it, it has to become irrelevant. When they become irrelevant, they can no longer affect you. With a high vibration, I will also have pages in the different groups for nutrition, nutritionists, herbal. We'll have a store in there, and the VIP level can get involved with that. There will be incentives. There will be ways to make it within the group. From the store that's going to be in there, to bringing people in the group, to everything that is made as far as funding is going to get shared within the group. The people who get involved at that level will get a percentage. The goal is not for one person to raise themselves up. It is for the group to raise themselves up together, to awaken the world together.